Here we go. Hey, all right.
Cheers.
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 Let's raise a
Cheers.
glass.
Cheers.
There you go. Cheers.
All
Thick
right.
44.
To thick.
Cheers, cheers.
Cheers.
I wish I could cheers you guys. I'm separated today. I'm at home. My kid has COVID, so I don't want to take COVID to you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you
So
could have
thoughtful.
a cider if you were here
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys are drinking cider now.
today.
Wow.
Well, yeah, today because it's free. It's the only reason why. It's black cherry, the flavor I got. So,
This is great. Baked
actually-
apple pie.
Yeah.
really?
I taste the apple pie.
Oh boy.
Man, if there wasn't
apple
COVID
pie.
spread around the house, because Absro was here 2 days ago, and he probably was already infected.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Maybe not, because I
Maybe
had
not.
just picked up my kid. I wasn't around my kid
Oh, okay.
who has COVID.
There you go. Okay, so then you
so
were
yeah,
safe.
I doubt it. I doubt I was infected or anything at all. But I'm hoping I don't get it, or if I do get it, mild symptoms. Blah 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 blah. Who
You
gives a
do
shit?
already. You think you have a fever already. What are
Yeah.
the odds that you don't have? Anyway,
Loser.
loser. So we're going to talk about
ARK Aberration?
ARK Aberration and moving forward in ARK Aberration, and later on probably moving forward with, obvious
With
shit.
life.
Life, exactly.
So, yeah, ARK Aberration, we did one. I thought it was great. So, we did one because we're training someone, an editor. And Aberration was Jack's training training
was.
game.
So,
Yeah.
if anyone is wondering why it pops back up on the channel, that's when we're training an editor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the clear signal. We've jumped back into Aberration.
So we started Aberration on our own just to check it out. Did I don't know how many episodes. Dropped it. Jack came on board, picked it up again, dropped it for 3 years.
Yeah, I don't remember how many we did with Jack. Did we do a few?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack did probably, I don't know, 4, 5.
Wow.
We don't have to do that many with a new editor, do we?
We don't.
Why
well,
not?
listen, we did the first one, which came out already, and the second one we're working on now. And yeah, he's doing a great job so far.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think he's going to need at least another one, Absro.
Oh, damn it.
Maybe
Okay.
2 more.
Okay, I'll suffer.
I knew you didn't want to be a part of it.
I'm trying to get ARK off the channel as quickly as I can.
I was talking to Anthony at lunch today, and he's like, well, it could be fun. It's different. Maybe the guys will be like, nope, they're going to hate it.
What people like about it and what I don't mind is, well, so far we're continuing to get our ass handed to us. And people seem to enjoy that, and I don't mind that at all. But
Yeah.
I would like
Speak
to
for
have
yourself.
a fighting chance
Yeah.
against those damn
We just run out
monkeys.
like a crazy
Mankeys.
person.
Mankeys. That's what you say, mankeys.
Yankees.
The Mankey.
Yeah, they're awful. They're
No.
brutal. It's insane.
Yeah, that's the thing. That map, Aberration, that map is so brutal. And it's like, yeah, we hopped back in for one day. We lost all our good animals. I think the bear's still out there somewhere, right?
Got to save that bear.
We got to save the bear. Well, and watching the episode, I thought the bear had ended up down there in that terrible region that Simon and I were in. Turns out, no, it's not. It's up top somewhere, right?
It's supposed to be at the top of the waterfall, according
Okay.
to Neebs.
So yeah, we may. All right. So good. So we
you're
may
above
be
the
able to
waterfall.
rescue it then.
I think so.
I think we got to find each
All
other.
right.
Well, all right. So all right, I'll
There's
play
still a
again. I got
chance.
something to do. I'll find the bear.
It scares me when we're in a place that I think that you're helpless, and I'm like, you meaning Absro, and I'm like, if he doesn't feel like there's any hope, what am I doing here?
You don't belong there.
I don't know. I should be
Which-
watching him, laughing at his pain, not in it.
Well, I was surprised by how fast you were. So your little tiny legs get going pretty quick.
Right, because I guess I put all my whatever level up or engrams in speed. Is that how that works, or is it just? I don't even remember.
As complicated as it is, yeah.
Yeah. Knowing how the points work and how you level up and doing shit in different games, because in ARK we've been playing. I didn't have to even think about that. I was given absolutely everything. It's been like a year and a half since I've actually
Did anything.
did anything in the game.
You've been spoiled.
It's completely.
Well, you've been doing great in 7 days. And in rounded 2.
It's fun. Well, I learned a very important lesson in 7 days that I didn't realize. And I'm like, how the fuck does everyone have so much health? I see Neebs, he's got 350 health. I've got 120. And I'm just drinking the basic food and water, not even realizing when you eat the food, it'll up you. Like, it's taken me
What
this
have you been
many
eating?
years. The basic
I've
bullshit.
been making hobo
Been
stew
eating-
for everybody.
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
eating? Snails?
For the last 6 months, I've been doing like the hobos too. But all the other times that we've played, I never knew that. My health now is 230, I think.
I don't know. That's mainly all I cook. I don't know what you've been eating.
In the beginning, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't need that.
in the beginning.
He's
I'll
been
eat
doing a
yucca.
good job cooking.
I'll eat steak.
Yeah, we were eating pumpkin bread to start with.
Right. I didn't know. I really didn't know.
I don't cook that anymore.
Simon's over there eating charred meat.
Right.
Loving it.
Yucca.
Being a slob about it.
Ridiculous.
I played, because I was at home today, and it just came out. I just played Sons of the Forest for about an hour.
What do you think?
Just kind of checking that out. It's pretty. I mean, I'm trying to get used to its crafting system. Simon, you're going to hate this crafting system.
Hey, listen. Is it really that bad?
It's not really that bad.
Okay.
It's but it is like an adjustment. Like even compared to the first one, it's like, okay, wait, what? Like it took me a minute to kind of figure it out. But once I get it figured out, I was like, okay, all right, I see what they're doing.
As long as I have somebody that I can ask 11 to 12 dozen times,
Yes, that's why I'm playing it.
that's it.
So I can go, here's what you do, Simon.
Thank you. And then 2 minutes later, what do I do? Here's what you do, Simon.
Here's what you do,
We'll write it
Simon. You
down
take
for
the
you.
stick, you put the stick down, and take the tarp, and you put the tarp on the stick.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around green hell.
Oh boy, yeah, that's another one. It's a very odd crafting system.
Yeah, don't miss the phone calls at 3 a.m. asking for help in Green Hell.
Oh, that's what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
that's what
remember
you
that
get for
3
being.
a.m.?
Well, it's 3 a.m. where you're at, not
Yeah.
not here.
No, where I am.
Yeah, exactly. She's halfway around the world.
Okay.
Did I
So-
wake you? No.
No.
What do you mean?
I don't know what your schedule is. I saw you. You said you get up at 3, right? Okay.
I do.
Now you don't wake up till 4, do you?
Generally between 2 and 4.
Oh, that's the worst. When someone wakes you up like an hour before,
I
like,
have-
I'd rather be called right in the middle of the night than an hour before I get up.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a very broken sleep schedule, but I'm fine.
Okay.
I manage.
There you go.
I'm not
She's good.
complaining. I'm just complaining.
Man, Simon, I don't know if you know this, but YouTube's a thing. If you ever need like how to play a game,
It's generally where I send them.
YouTube,
Let me tell you.
type in how do I
There's this-
craft?
If we knew what the specific questions were, I bet you I at least Googled them and tried a video or two, just finding the right one. God, there's a lot of shitty videos out there.
There really are. No, okay, I'm with you on that. There's a lot. Like if you look
We
up
have some.
tutorials, it's like here's a tutorial on how to do something. Like the first 2 minutes are the guy asking you to subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there might be a minute worth of tutorial, and then another like
The loading screen.
10 minutes
People will
of
leave that
sponsored
mess in.
videos.
You know, often I'll spend 10, 15 minutes and then I'm already really impatient. And then I'll be like, I bet you she knows I could just say this. And she'll be like, oh, it's a blah, blah.
Yeah, and that's generally how I respond.
Generally,
Do you even play that game?
Yeah,
No, you do.
I do a little bit.
All right.
I have other people I could message too, but then, but I like you more.
Oh,
Yeah.
bless.
And they're all awake, so.
And they're awake.
Yeah,
that's
I'm trying to wake
that's
you
not fun
up.
for anyone.
As techie, it is pretty awesome. So yeah.
Oh,
you should,
stop it.
You should bug her more at 3 a.m.
You can
Oh,
come.
did we even say why Dora wasn't here?
Oh,
Or
he's out
even
of town.
Daddy wasn't. He's out of here.
Oh, I
He's-
forgot he was. I forgot he wasn't here.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's on vacation. We
right.
just found out he was coming. We were like, oh, he'll be back. Like on our calendar, there's a black line that goes like, all right,
Right.
Dora's gone, and it goes all the way up to Wednesday.
And
That's
today's
yesterday.
Thursday.
Today's
Yeah.
Thursday. We're like, oh, that
Yeah.
that must mean the line signifies.
That's how I interpreted it.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But then, no, I'll be back Saturday.
Who drew this line?
Who did?
I drew the line.
What
Well-
the fuck are you drawing a line for? You don't know when to end it.
I didn't figure out when Dora was coming back.
This
Okay.
is weird. It's weird.
So I was
yelling at
like,
Abstra
surely
for
I
doing
thought
something
surely
wrong.
this is
Doesn't
long
feel
enough
right.
for a vacation, but he's taking until Saturday.
Yeah.
Lazy prick.
Yeah.
Man,
No,
what a prick.
good for him. I've seen some pictures. He looks like he's having a nice time.
Mm-hmm.
So Aberration, I think that we should be back because I'm convinced that if this new guy, all right, which we really like, he was at the show too. I never got to meet him.
Yeah.
Heard he was a nice young man.
Yeah, Neebs and I had a pizza with him.
There you go.
Sounds nice.
You really missed out.
I did.
It was a good moment.
I'm sure. But I think that you guys should take over and continue that. If you were to be, tag team a series,
Continue what?
Aberration.
Oh, Aberration.
Yes,
You
because
hear that, Abstra?
Yeah, I'll do another episode or two.
Oh, and then you'll stop. We'll keep on going. We'll get Justin in.
Let's
He'll
go back
become
to the island. I don't want to do fucking Aberration.
You don't want to do it. There's a lot of games we got to do still, so we'll
Okay.
we'll find something.
But, well, I'm just saying, Aberration, people like it.
They do.
Thank you to our sponsor, Bombas. And I'm a big fan. I love my Bombas socks. They fit me better than any socks ever have. The folks at Bombas are comfort connoisseurs. And it's not just socks. They have t-shirts and underwear too. And it's all top notch. They don't mess around. But I know what you're thinking. Simon, it's like I live at the gym and I run a marathon every week. I need extreme comfort. And that's when I'd say, you found it, baby. No matter how you like to get active, Bombas has something for you. Like gripper socks that help you stay balanced during Pilates. And they have left and right foot contoured running socks that give you a perfect fit and won't slide in your shoe. And merino wool golf socks keep you comfy and supported all day while on the course. And if they experience any wear and tear, Bombas will replace them for life. I personally advise them against this warranty, but apparently Bombas doesn't take business advice from people with no experience in the garment industry. Their loss. But if you like comfortable things in your life, go to bombas.com/Neebs and use code Neebs for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Neebs and use code Neebs at checkout. Now, here's my next question about it. It seems like it's really small. The only areas that we seem to go to are just right around us, and I guess we can't get far because we're dying because of the threats.
I think it's deep. I think the cave goes really deep.
So have we ever tried to just see how far we could go beyond the things that are awful?
I keep
that
getting
maybe
lost.
we could fly.
I can't tell where I'm at in that place.
Maybe
a maze.
maybe people could help us. You know, people like to help us.
We could do that. What I would do if we were going to spend a lot of time in there is probably build a lot of structures to help me keep track of where I'm at. Just little posts.
It's a good idea.
Just something I can look at it and go, okay, that's not just a mushroom and some rocks. That's a place that I recognize.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Make some signs. Mm-hmm. This way to the lake. This way to the river.
Start
Don't
naming
go
everything.
This way. Spinos. Mankeys.
Mankeys.
Danger. Mankeys.
Hanky panky manky.
So if you were to go to another map, you would want to pick the island Abstra?
I don't know. I was like, I know
You don't wanna
people
play
have
ARK?
requested us to go back there.
I know
but
what.
I haven't, because that was like the first one. We haven't been to that island since we started.
Hey, I'm all about playing all of them, but that's just me.
Well, I'm hoping that ARK 2, because ARK 2 is supposed to be coming out in the next, this year, right? It's not
Who
announced.
knows? I mean, they've said this year, but who knows?
Right, but, we can have estimated guesses, like, has it already been pushed back a year? I think.
Don't know.
We don't know.
I can
No,
look.
we could know that. We might.
Okay.
Google?
Google?
Anyway, to me, it's like talking about the weather sometimes. It was supposed to rain all last weekend. We went to Myrtle Beach. My mom was in town, and Astekia and Anthony joined us, and then didn't rain a bit.
Not a one.
You
Yeah.
guys had a good time.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, Mama Neebs in town. I missed that trip.
Yeah. Mom wanted to go to Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach isn't really like a destination for people that live in Wilmington. 'Cause it's like
It's right
Yeah.
there.
we have a beach too. It's a little more touristy than our beach. It's got more like
big time.
Wonderworks, Ripley's Believe It or Not.
It's also got more trash.
People call it.
I'm just kidding.
What do people call it?
I don't know, but I think it's fun. I
like
really like it.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Dirty
there's-
Myrtle? Hell yeah, Dirty Myrtle's fun.
Yeah,
Get down
maybe
there and get
Dirty
trashed
Myrtle.
on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's a tourist
Go
trap.
to the Freaky Tiki.
It is. They got great golf. It's a very cool. It's actually, I really like it, but it is known as being rednecky.
Yeah. It's not classy.
Because it's a touristy beach town in the south. That's where all the rednecks go.
Exactly. And they have like
Get damn trashed
festivals.
on the weekend.
They have a lot of festivals of people just hanging out and partying. Topless. A lot of topless ladies. I
Oh,
think
hell
that's
yeah.
what-
I've
Man,
never
I went
seen
down
one.
there
I didn't
spring
see one.
break several times when I was in high school. We had a good ass time in Myrtle
Yeah.
Beach.
Yeah, spring break would be a lot of boobies.
Didn't see anything topless, but the first night we were there, we went to a restaurant next to our hotel, and we're walking into it, and Anthony goes, "This place is called Rip Titties," and we're like, no, Rip Tides, because they just kind of put TYDZ.
Wow. And he did.
So it was Rip Titties the rest of the weekend for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Anthony.
do go to Myrtle Beach to rip some titties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that place was pretty cool. I think it used to be a hotel, and they gutted it and just turned it into a restaurant on one floor and a bar on the top floor. It's huge.
No, really.
Okay.
Nice. We had our was that our first like official community meetup?
Myrtle Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it brought back a lot
Long
of
time
old
ago.
memories.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Thick, he left. I don't know if it was night 1 or 2, but it was like, oh, I guess he's gone, and then he left with like a few people and went to a titty bar.
Right.
Into a strip bar. I've never been to a strip club in Myrtle, but if you're
Yeah.
gonna go, Myrtle's a place. It's
'Cause
got
it
a few
was-
options.
I think it was like around when he got married, right? Like it was going to be the guys wanted to give him like a bachelor party or something.
Oh, I have no idea.
Anyway, he said the girls there looked like they were out of ARK character creator.
Right. Okay.
So hot is what you just said.
Yeah. Speaking of
into
hot, I was Thick's roommate at the hotel there. And Thick loves to, like, if he's cold and he goes to bed, he's like, oh, I'll probably be cold all night. I'll just set it on 100 degrees and go to sleep. And then when Neebs comes in,
He's walking into a hot box.
yeah, I came in, he looked like a freaking, what do you call the things that turn into butterflies?
Cocoon?
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, he's just sleeping in this 100-degree room, wrapped up like crazy.
He's wrapped
Comfy
up
as he
and it's
could be.
100 degrees.
Yeah.
Yuck.
And you know me, I'm always cold.
Right.
Good God. He did that to me on the way to, where did we go? PAX East? I was his roommate there, too. Same thing.
But you said it was hot. He said he turned it up 100 degrees.
I was burning up. He was wrapped up. I mean, he was unconscious. He was
It's
sleeping.
weird to be wrapped up in blankets when it's 100 degrees.
Well, he went
That's
to sleep
insane.
probably drunk
Yeah.
and cold.
Right.
It's like, I'll turn the thermometer
All the way.
all the way up and I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, get it hot quick.
On the
So
way
it
to
feels
Boston.
like a rainforest when Neebs comes home.
On the way to Boston, we went to PAX East, and I was his roommate. I'm like, hey, this is too hot. And he's like, nah, I think it's good. And I'm sitting right beside the like window unit that's just
Yeah.
blowing,
Yeah.
heater
Mhm.
air at me. Other than that, he's a great roommate.
Yeah.
Did we have any other Myrtle stories?
Let's see.
It was an action-packed weekend.
Highlights. Oh, I did my very first escape room.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
Yep.
Really?
None of
Yeah.
us had done one before.
I thought, yeah, it'd be fun, be touristy, whatever. No, I really liked it.
Mhm.
I want
Me
to do
too.
more.
I
of
did
them.
my first one recently too. I did it in Key West with my daughter. It was okay. How was yours?
Yeah, it was kind of like spooky, creepy
Zombie outbreak was the theme.
zombie
Oh.
dungeon. Yeah, no, most of the puzzles to figure out were fun. There was
Yes.
one dumb one, the one where you had to do the colors. I thought the color.
Oh, the
was
colors
dumb.
that was too easy. That was silly. There was no challenge.
I
in
would have
that.
been stumped. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What's a color?
Yeah, but they had stuff you had to like find a laser, aim a laser at something, use magnets to move pieces of metal.
Yep.
Um,
Closing the circuit by touching someone else.
Yeah.
And the metal wall. That was super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
it was
liked
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Every time we go to a
Did
new
you-
city, we should do one.
We should.
Did you guys? My experience was really annoying because it was just me and my daughter. But the guy kept coming on to the speaker and
No.
giving us the solution to the puzzle.
Nope, we had a radio,
Okay, yeah,
and
that
he
was so
didn't talk.
frustrating to me.
Oh yeah, that would ruin it, wouldn't it?
What? He was
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
you the solution?
Yeah, because I would look around for stuff for like maybe a minute or two, and then he'd just come on. Look at the light on the wall. I'm like,
Oh.
just told me, let me figure it out myself, asshole.
He wanted to get you
Yeah,
out of
I
there.
got really annoyed with it.
Dude, I would love to say, wish there was footage of that. Like you just being annoyed at that whole situation and maybe like fucking cursing the guy out or something. It'd be a fun skit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Give me my money back, asshole. You're ruining it.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get us to the end, even though we didn't know. We were pretty close to finishing. We only had an hour, and we didn't finish, but we got close. So I think he was trying to get us there, but I would have rather just let me get as far as I get.
Yeah.
Let me fail on my own,
Coming
thank
on
you.
and telling me what to do. Let me figure it out myself. It's more
I
fun
agree.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, our guy, he only spoke to us if we radioed him and said, "Hey, is this?" Because once we were like, "Is there a chance these lights aren't working?"
Right.
Because we were pushing buttons and certain lights weren't coming on. And he's like, "Yeah, that's possible." So we're like, "All right, it's probably right. It's just some of these lights aren't working."
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that would have
fun.
been much better. Yeah, like you hit a button or something to ask for help. instead of him just giving it to you like a prick.
We need to go do the Wilmington one. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I'd be down.
It'd be fun if we can, make a video out of it.
No, a lot of the escape rooms don't want you to do that because you give it all away.
That's true.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
But what's stopping us, after we ran it, what was stopping us from rerunning it again and breaking a world record by doing it all in 60 seconds?
Yeah, well, ours was, probably them not resetting everything, but ours was a 30-minute escape room.
Mm-hmm.
We did it in 15 because we're super smart.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
We could have said, hey, we're running through again. We're going to speed run it.
Yeah.
Who's we now?
Me, Estekia, Anthony, my mom.
How big's the room?
Small.
5 rooms, 3 puzzles in each.
Yeah.
Like, it was only a half-hour one, which is short.
I think we could have had maybe 3 more people at the most.
Would have been very squishy.
Would have been a little cramped, yeah.
Okay.
But 4's a good number.
I would love to try one with a group because I just had my daughter, which that was fun. But yeah, it'd be fun to do it with like
let's
6
do
or
it.
7 people. Yeah, we'll do it. How long is it? We don't
The
know.
one in town's an hour,
Oh, it is? Okay,
which
all right,
I would
sweet.
prefer, because half an hour felt too short, because once we're in the groove
Yeah.
of it saying, this is really fun, it was over.
Well, we did it in
Right.
15 minutes.
That's,
Yeah,
we
that's,
should have slowed
that's
down.
too short.
No, an hour's, that's a good time length for that.
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do the one here in town.
Hell yeah.
We'll make that happen soon.
Let's do.
I'm up for it. You guys threw axes the other day. How was that?
Yeah, it was my first time. Oh. And, it was a lot of fun. Simon's a natural at that game. Good God.
Oh, it's a fun game, man. I'm usually pretty decent at throwing shit, so that's fun.
But wait, so Simon, you've joined a league now, right?
I didn't join a league. I might have signed up for one that might start in a month or so.
That sounds
There
like
you
you
go.
joined up.
Yeah, no, she got me to sign. She's like, there's no commitment. Just if you sign in, at least you don't have to be put on a waiting list. And I said, no commitment. You got me. I'm signing my name. But yeah, it's fun. We did that. Was it just a couple of days after Thick had passed, right? Or maybe even the very next day.
Yeah.
But it ended up being this fucking great. I had a great time that night. It
was a great night.
It was super fun.
Everyone was just hanging out, just having beers, having a good fucking time. And then I saw a video yesterday of Tony. I don't know if he was there.
You saw it.
I never saw this video before. It's so fucking impressive. The fact that it was videotaped and fucking there's Thick. He threw this fucking, it was an East Wing, I know the hammer, East Wing hatchet rather. A big heavy, one of the heavy ones. And he fucking threw it and the handle stuck into the wood right at like the very close to the bullseye too.
Yeah.
So he overdid it, but he overdid it perfect, and the metal from the handle punched through the cushion
God.
and fucking stuck into the wood.
This is how fucking badass I am. I can shoot this thing through a wall.
Crazy!
Yeah. I can't even make it with you don't need a blade.
This is how much of a badass I am, is what he says.
He's like, look at this motherfucker. The camera's in the fucking, and it was just great.
Yeah.
And knowing that, and I appreciate it so much more just because I've thrown axes a few times recently, and I love throwing axes. So now I'm like, holy shit, I'll play for the rest of my life. I'll never have a handle stick the way that happened. So
Maybe you
Yeah.
will. I hope you do.
It is a lot of fun. I was I wanted to throw the more. They kept bringing out other stuff. Like that one guy brought out a big axe, which was cool. And then there was another team. They were playing with damn throwing knives.
dude,
They're
I wanted
fun.
to try that. The throwing knives look fun.
dude, the knives, I threw the knives once. Somebody was there, and I'm like, oh, you mind if I do it? I was the same as I was with the knives with the axes. Yeah, and you're a natural at throwing shit, Abstro. So I knew you'd be good.
it's just take the axe, throw it at the thing.
Just gotta not care.
It's fun, yeah.
That's what it is, isn't it? You throw the axe at the thing.
But you let it get in your head like Dora is on his 6th axe that he's bought in the last 6 weeks. He's buying a new axe every time. It's a fun little game and toys that he's buying. But it gets in your head when you miss once and you're like, oh, like him, he's like, all of a sudden he overthinks it. And you're like, if you just got to not give a shit. That's why he's good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm pretty good, because most of the time I'm like, that's going to go in.
So did Duralis do the worst out of all of you?
No.
He's the only person that's beat me the last 4 times we played, and he beat me at the end of the night. He played great.
I thought you were just saying you didn't play
You
well.
both played great.
Yeah.
But
That was
he
a
had a
pretty intense match. I think I got footage of it. I'll shoot it to you if you want to show it during the podcast.
yeah. Why not?
I cannot throw overarm. No matter what I do, I cannot make it stick. But the underarm flick,
Wow.
almost every time I can get pretty close to the bullseye.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
She's
Sounds
got it.
weird.
I watched you there. I
Thank
was
you.
stalking you.
Oh, thank you.
See,
Look at her.
I
She's
tried
doing it.
underarm and it felt so unnatural. I was like, I can't. I couldn't do that. It's weird
Yeah.
for me.
When you throw overhand,
Feel like a man.
yeah, why not just stick it? Yeah, what's his? What was the guy that came to visit from Australia? I'm forgetting his name.
Ben. Mhm.
Fucking, he was so annoyed that the only way he could make it stick at some point was like, maybe it was underhand, was working for him too, and he's like, I don't feel manly enough. He's like, it's not right. He really wanted to throw it the other way, and then he's like, in fucking Australia, whatever it is, their safety. I would think they wouldn't have safety regulations as much as they do. And he's
Yeah.
like, you guys are nuts, which in that bar, it is kind of crazy.
It really is.
Anyone can stand, like if you've got a wild backswing
Yeah.
on the axe, you can kill somebody because there's nobody saying step here. It's just a line on the ground that says be careful.
Yeah. It is very.
Dude.
It seems very haphazard.
It is very much.
It's
he's
great. I welcome that. We need more of that in our life.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
You got to sign a waiver. It's fine.
And everyone's
fine.
drinking.
Everyone's drinking.
Yeah.
So Ben's like fucking at home. He's like, I've thrown axes at home. You know that first of all, rule number 1, you can't drink. He's like, you can't have any alcohol. You can't go there and have anything to drink. And then they have like 20 feet between anyone. So
Really?
Yeah. He's like,
Man.
it's so far away. He's like, the way you guys do it, you're fucking nuts. And I'm like, yep, we are nuts.
I'm a little shocked by that.
Yeah.
I'll give you a weird example of our safety rules. I went to a shooting range a couple of years ago at the Gold Coast, and because I wanted to learn how to shoot, I've been coming here a bit, been playing with guns. The guns are in a riser, so normally you just have a gun, you shoot here. I'm assuming that's how it works. They're in this riser, so the gun's actually chiseled in to this piece of metal that just rises up and down.
So you can't actually grab it and walk away.
Exactly, yeah.
Right,
So,
okay.
but you can
It's
barely.
like a phone at Walmart.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't trust
exactly.
anybody there.
Yeah.
No, that was it. Nate might have been Nate Bargatze. I don't know. It was some comedian, and they're like, man, I went to the store to look at guns, and they just hand it to you. You just walk around the store with it. I was like, I can't go to the phone store and hold a phone without a big wire being attached to it.
Right. It's so fucking true. It's crazy. I saw something the other day that looked fake, but I guess it could be real in Australia. It's like you had to jog with a helmet.
No.
So then they were making fun of it because there was a sign that showed like somebody jogging and they had a fucking bike helmet on. You could see the profile of, the person kind of doing their
Right.
thing and like saying, and the words were saying something along the lines of you got to fucking.
Or they were doing it because it was magpie season. Because if you get swooped by a magpie, you will bleed.
Then that's probably
It might have been
Those
just
are the birds that attack
The extreme
people.
thing that you do to avoid magpies attacks. Well, yeah, that'll avoid wearing helmets.
There you go. All right.
It's terrifying. Going out for a jog, like, oh, a magpie might attack me. I got to wear a helmet.
Yep.
But how?
Otherwise, it'll hit my damn
that
head
really
and hit
common,
a damn
though?
artery.
Which part?
That
Magpies
Magpies?
attacking.
I lived there for 2 years. I never got hit by a bird.
I got swooped twice last season.
Swooped, though.
It's probably
Swooped and impact. Like
Oh,
I was bleeding out of
and
my
they touched
temple.
you?
Oh yeah.
To me, the
damn.
lorikeets were
People
more
lose an
swoopy.
eye regularly.
okay,
Really?
but isn't
Yes.
it in regions in particular?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we actually have
if
the
you're in Sydney.
we
It's in
have the
Sydney.
Magpie Alert website, which shows where the aggressive magpies are,
Right.
God.
in red on the map, and incidents of swooping here, and
It's
yeah.
where you are, so that's where it is,
Yeah,
right? So you
you
might
know.
have just been in an area that was just easy on the
I saw
magpie
magpies,
attacks.
though. I saw them.
All right.
maybe you're feeding
Less
them.
attacking.
Do you not find the
Gotcha.
lorikeets swoop more?
I've never been swooped by a lorikeet.
I would have a whole flock of lorikeets just boom, 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 right by your head, which I loved because they're beautiful.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They're cute.
Were they just cruising past you because they were all together, or were they attacking you?
They weren't attacking.
Oh, then that's fine. That's
just,
beautiful.
Just whizzing by your head.
Yeah,
I
no,
always
that's
thought
beautiful.
it was great.
Yeah, like the magpie, they are attacking.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a big difference
Right.
Swooping
there. He
season
just-
is
yeah.
spring, so that's when
God.
that's when you're in
All
trouble.
right.
He's
So when I go to
relating.
Australia, I'm bringing a tennis racket. Got it.
You could. People tend to feed them in that area, and then because they know you, they know your face, they won't swoop you.
Oh, so they're
seem-
like crows.
they
They
seem
can
crow-like,
recognize your
yeah.
face?
Yeah,
Wow.
They're smart, huh?
they
Got to
they're
get in
smart.
good with them.
I thought crows were the only fucking birds that did that. I didn't know magpies can recognize your face and track you like a spy.
Australian crows.
Yeah.
There
They'll
you go.
befriend you. They'll join your squad.
Mm-hmm.
Squad up.
Oh, so now you need a hat with a bird feeder on it.
Could.
That'd be hilarious. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
It's
like
not
walking
uncommon.
down, let the magpies eat. Hey, guys, you know me.
It's not uncommon to see someone on their bicycle with a helmet on with zip ties coming out of it, because that's a magpie deterrent as well.
Yeah.
It looks wild, but hey, it works.
I've seen
Okay.
I've seen pictures of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. Damn Australians
Mm-hmm.
You guys are goofy.
I know.
with your magpies.
Yeah, right.
And your food.
Oh, maybe we should do a test right now of those damn chips. Oh no, there's
Oh.
only a few. There's only a couple of us here.
I
But,
brought a packet of Twisties.
Yeah, Twisties chicken flavor.
You want it?
You know what? We could save it for later.
Okay.
We could do it on the
Way
stream.
to
The
keep
whole
the people
podcast
hanging.
is let down.
I don't know. Well, I mean, do you want to
Ah.
taste it? Have you had any of it?
I mean, they're not going to spoil between now and dinner.
No, but I'm saying, do we want to share our experience here with
Why not?
crunching into microphones? All right, so then grab you're closer
I'm for
to
the
'em.
people.
They're
All
in
right,
the
for
stream room.
people. We're gonna do a little tasty thing of the chicken flavor twisties.
I don't
Man.
like Twisties.
I-
I'll just put that out there.
I'm
Then
curious.
Why
I'm
the
gonna
fuck did you
open it
bring
up.
them?
Because most people do.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it's a staple. I'm assuming it's something similar to a cheese puff, but it being yeah, it already is.
There you go.
This is a white. So what it looks like is a white Cheeto, but not the Cheeto that's a puff. The Cheeto that's more like the
What does the flavor say?
chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken?
All right, so we're gonna do this.
Chicken. That doesn't sound appetizing at all.
That's what a lot of I don't know, different countries like chicken and liver and like different flavors are just.
It
Well-
tastes, yeah, it's like a Cheeto with chicken flavor instead of cheddar or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like a really,
It's not bad.
really super light, like, yeah, chicken soup.
There you go.
Okay.
There's your chicken twisty review from Neebs Gaming.
All
There
right,
you go,
so
bam.
yeah, all right, I'll try one next time I'm at the office. Save me one.
Right.
One twisty.
Yeah, they'll just be really stale.
We'll see how much we drink tonight and see if there's any left over.
You might tear through them.
Simon will, I bet.
No, I don't like generally snacks like that.
Yeah, but I
Like
figure
more than. No,
it's late.
nah. No,
Eh,
I'd
maybe.
rather I'll get a peanut butter. I'll do a peanut butter and jelly.
Tonight?
Man.
After
No,
the
I mean
stream?
like rather than a chips and whatever. Like if I'm at home, I'll never go for chips or anything late at night. But I will make like a PB and J.
I'm saying here.
I was
Here?
I was
No,
I was really close to buying a barrel of cheese balls the other day. You've seen
Why?
those at like Walmart, the
Yeah.
giant, you know,
He
the giant
likes
tub
them.
of cheese balls. And I normally don't eat that kind of stuff, but every now and then that craving hits.
And you thought, let me get the biggest container of them.
That's why I didn't. I was like, man, nah.
If they had a mini, like a small one, you'd have got it.
Okay, yeah, I don't. They may have one, but I don't know where the hell they are. Because every time I buy cheese balls, like the best ones are in the big barrel.
Oh, really? Tastes different.
There's something
huh?
about it. I think they all they all ferment themselves because there's so many of them.
Well, this is what you need to do. Next time you treat yourself, because obviously you love them as well. You just only give
They're good.
yourself. Yeah, I mean,
just
yeah. If you're
well,
craving
I don't
them-
know that they're good. It's one of those things like it's kind of like a peep. It's like every now and then I have to eat one to remind myself it's gross.
Okay, so next time you get yourself that barrel, you eat just 10-15% of it, and then you donate that to the next person on a corner that has a sign, and it's the best thing to give them. Is to just be like, hey man, because it's a good snack. It's
cheese
definitely a
ball
snack,
barrel.
right? And it's unusual. But
I'd
you
love
know
to
what?
see that. I'd like to be the guy behind that car,
Yeah.
seeing this
Somebody's
huge
walking-
barrel of cheese balls coming out the window.
And I'm
There
not,
you go. God bless.
I'm not making fun of them in that being in that position, but I've given food to people, and you could always, rather than throwing it away or keeping it in your house and eating too much. It's a
Yeah,
better
no, it would
option.
go stale. I would eat like 5 of them and be like, all right, that's enough for 2 years.
All right. And give the whole fucking thing away to
Yeah.
somebody.
I'll give it. Oh yeah, I'll hook a homeless guy up with a barrel of cheese balls.
There you go.
Bless.
He'll be popular if he has a group of friends that he goes
Yeah.
back to. Like, we got snacks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to hand out like Chick-fil-A cards. It'd be like a free chicken sandwich, like there, chicken sandwich.
That's a score. That's good to
Yeah.
give away.
Those are
Absolutely.
delicious. Have y'all eaten at Front Street Brewery lately? It's good, man. Mom was here and she wanted to eat somewhere downtown, and I forget how good that place is.
And reasonably priced. We are the best podcast out there. They are reasonably priced. You're getting a dinner for under $15 at anywhere else. It's going to cost you $22, and you can get some dinners for under $10.
We're going to have to start charging the city of Wilmington because we're basically like their tourism board now.
Yeah.
As much as we talk about the restaurants and shit around here, around town.
I've had a good amount of people move here for sure, and now it's caused a problem because, like, North Carolina and this region, too, in the area is, like, in the top, like, 5% of places to move in the country.
Mm-hmm.
That's why real estate's just gone through the fucking roof.
That's nice here. Oh, man, well, at one of our local restaurants, Sawmill, after the live show, when we went in there, one of the waitresses came up to us was saying, like, how many people from our community ended up at Sawmill.
It was
Like,
a
are
lot.
you guys famous? You guys had so many people coming here. What
like-
did you guys put on some sort of show?
What did y'all do?
Yeah.
And then the following week, they wanted to comp our dinner
Yeah.
because they got a lot
bought
of
us
business.
food.
So thank you.
Yeah.
They should comp me a dinner.
Yeah, well, Ben was with us.
That's right.
Yeah,
Who's
Ben-
not technically part of the group.
Oh, yeah?
And we were going to keep our mouth shut. But Aztecia was like, he's not one of us.
What is wrong with you?
Because I'm an Australian and Australians bag on other Australians.
Oh, that worked out. So
Yes.
that was done purposely to
Absolutely.
be great.
Of course he's included.
Good job.
But I was just busting his balls.
Great.
Yeah.
They comped it anyway.
Yes.
Oh,
Heart
they
of gold.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
very nice.
No, we talk about Sawmill enough that if I was a fan of listening to, us, I'd be like, and visiting, I'd be like, of course I gotta go. I
Yeah.
gotta judge it.
Are there any places like that and shows that you've watched that you want to go visit?
Well, only the shows that are about food traveling specifically, then yeah. But no, nobody that I listen to that talks about places that they go, no.
I
But-
did it in a way. I don't know if you remember the show Louis. That was Louis
Yeah.
C.K. show.
Yeah.
In the intro of his show, the theme credit area, he goes into this pizza place and he grabs a massive slice and he's just walking down
Yeah.
the street in New York with it. Well, I found that pizza place when Anthony and I went there last year, and I reenacted that scene by going into Ben's Pizza, grabbing a slice, and walking
Yeah.
down the street outside the Comedy Cellar with it.
That's
you
very
go.
'Cause
cool.
I love that show, and it
Yeah.
was cool.
And now that
Yeah.
reminds me of the Northern Exposure show in like the fucking like the late 90s. I loved that show, and it was filmed in Washington, but in the story it was Alaska. But when I drove cross country with my girlfriend, I'm like, we're going to that town. So we went to that town and just drove through it because the whole set was just this fucking little ass town in the middle of nowhere that was supposed to be Alaska, but it was just some place in the middle of nowhere in Washington.
Yeah.
And I just geeked out on every building. That's the doctor's office. That's the bar. That's this. Oh my God. It was great. I loved the show and I wanted to move away. It's one of the reasons I wanted to move away, and then I ended up like, all right, I started to move here. I moved to North Carolina. But after here, if this didn't stick, I was going to the West Coast, and I was probably going to go to Alaska, but you just to try it.
We got a bar restaurant here downtown, Hell's Kitchen. That was, I think, a big part of Dawson's Creek.
Yes, it
Was
was
it?
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. So a lot of fans of Dawson's Creek come to town and want to go there.
I didn't know.
And it's a cool bar and restaurant too. So
Yeah, and I used to watch Dawson's Creek a lot before I moved with my girlfriend.
Well, they also, I think this was One Tree Hill, but Southport. Apparently, a lot of One Tree Hill was shot in Southport.
Yep.
Because last time I was at Southport, I went into their, their community center or whatever. They just had so much stuff from One Tree Hill, like pictures of the town where things were shot.
well, man, Sawmill should have pictures of us up. We got to talk to
We
somebody.
don't show our faces, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We should
A
get them
mural.
a poster, a Neebs Gaming poster.
Yeah.
I want a picture of that they take of us not knowing that's happening, and I'll have a facial expression of like I'm confused or annoyed at the food, where like everyone has their own little personality thing, because that's the behind the scenes shit. That's the pictures I want to see.
Well, they didn't put much thought in the pictures they hung up.
no,
I feel like, because it'll just be like a guy in the backyard with a plate of scallops or something.
Yeah, scallops, yeah. Bacon. There's a picture of bacon.
Just a bacon picture.
So, yeah, it's just okay. That's all you got, huh?
yeah.
So let's get one of those plaques. This is the Neebs gaming table. like they have in some restaurants?
Oh yeah, like
man.
Hyman's.
I don't know
Hyman
if
Seafood.
well, over the weekend of our show, I think that's where Dora showed me. He's got in one of the bars. He's got his name on the little thing.
Where? What?
You know, you were talking about the little placard or something like that.
Uh-huh.
He's got that in a bar downtown.
In a bar downtown.
Finally,
Is that a tavern?
Which bar?
maybe I don't know.
Tavern Law?
It might, maybe.
Just him?
I could see.
No, there's other people. He's made
I was
it.
about to say
added
it's just
himself
one of
to
those
the
damn
list.
plaques you get for drinking a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's your seat
Yeah.
essentially. You know, yeah. I thought that's
It's
kind
like
of related to
if
what
you've
we're
been to
talking
Blue
about.
Post, Blue Post has the same thing. They just have a wall of plaques. It's like if you go through all their beers or something, they put your damn name on the wall. All it means
Yeah.
is you're a damn alcoholic.
Right.
And now you can prove it.
Yeah.
I got my name on the wall, guys.
Well,
The
there's
zombie
a wall.
apocalypse comes. It'll be nice. It'll be an abandoned bar with still your name.
Okay.
It'll last
No, you guys
forever.
remember Calico Room?
Yeah.
Dora had, I guess, a lot of the art on the wall. There were like silhouettes of people, and one of the silhouette was Dora. I think the artist took it from a picture or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember going in there and seeing it. I was like, it looks like Dora. And then, yeah, he confirmed it. I was like, yeah.
Is Calico Room still there?
I don't think so, but I hadn't been to that. When I go downtown, I don't end up over there.
Well, we have a lot of history there because Dralis used to live above the Calico Room, and we used to write Dralis and Associates there. And
Yeah.
many times we would end up down there having beers after or before or whenever.
Bobby owned that too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we probably have plaques on the wall.
You would think. So if we don't,
We want our money back.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll get on it.
We went to a bar. Everything was called Duffy's. Me and Anthony, and then there's a place beside it. What was it called? The Bowery or something?
The Bowery, yes.
That's where, like, I guess Alabama. You know the band Alabama, not the state.
Right.
They used to play there all the time back in the day, either when they were getting started or who knows. Maybe
Okay.
when they're big. But we went there for a drink one night. We went back the second night, and it was too crowded.
Mm-hmm.
But they were smoking in there.
Yeah.
I walked in. I'm like, man, there's still. Is this like a South Carolina thing or
Cigarettes, really?
Yeah.
full of smoke?
Listen, man, you can't tell me what to fucking do, but in the Southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm getting
I wanna smoke a
cancer,
damn
you're
cigarette
getting
in the bar.
cancer.
Yeah. I want to say I've been to like in New York. There's also you're supposed to close at a certain time, but a lot of people break that rule as well.
Yeah. I mean, there were ashtrays on like every table. Like,
Wow.
Some thought
Wow,
went
so
into
it
this.
just must be South Carolina. Well, I'm
Maybe.
gonna look that up. South Carolina cigarette.
That's
yeah.
good to know.
Or it's a private club that happens to be a smoking club too.
Yeah. Maybe so. Could
Yeah.
have been.
Anyway,
Like when I was in high school, I used to bust tables, and you could smoke in like every restaurant back then.
right.
And man, I used to hate that. Come out from work, just clothes stink, your hair stinks, just ugh. If you're not a smoker, man, you hate it.
Yeah. Well, I always liked it then. That's why I started young.
Right.
You know.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah. Just start smoking at like 11.
There you go. That's where I went wrong.
Yeah. No, I always liked the smell. I liked being around the smell as a kid, you know, because there were people who were smoking in my house. My parents didn't smoke, but the company smoked.
Right.
And company that I loved.
And you like the smell?
Yeah. Oh,
God,
yeah.
so
It was
gross.
curious. I also loved burning shit, so it was more fascinated maybe with fire
I
because there
find
was
a
fire
cigar
related to
or
it.
a pipe kind of has a decent smell.
Dude, I
Not
love
cigarettes,
I
though.
love a
Yeah,
pipe. I
cigars
don't
are
like
great.
cigar. I don't like cigar myself.
Yeah.
I had a point I was going to go somewhere, and it's gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was looking at the South Carolina rules, and yeah, it looks like as long as you designate an area, a smoking section, you could still smoke indoors there.
Smoking section.
Maybe that was
Yeah.
Duffy's. Maybe the Bowery is the, but it was closed.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
at the bar, like, hey, this is our bar, and you can smoke indoors. So it looks like you just leave it up to the owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Smoking sections outside, or not outside.
Non-smoking.
Non-smoking
outside.
is outside. Go
Yeah.
outside,
Yeah.
get some fresh air.
Here in North Carolina, they just they cut it all off. They're like, nope, no smoking indoors.
Yeah. Now I went to. I think I might have told you this story, but I was in an airport. Was it Miami? Might have been Miami. There was like a TGI Fridays or something in the airport, and you could smoke in there, inside the airport. It was glass walled off,
right?
but above it was open air. There was a roof. It was almost like there was like
oh yeah,
a little area. You go through a door and you're outside, but you're enclosed by the building.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's great. I want one of those for non-smoking too, so I can get out there and feel like I'm outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go out there and eat. Man, yeah, but that cigarette stink. Like, I'll never, like, a distinctive smell for me growing up was in my grandmother's car. Just that mix of nicotine and leather. Like, that had such a distinct smell.
Yeah, that's a candle.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grandma's car. Cigarettes and upholstery.
Refrigerators that have been off for a while have a distinct smell too, don't they?
Yeah,
Like
I guess
you open
is that
one-
the freezer stuff leaking? The
don't
Freon,
know.
maybe?
Just the smell of the plastic too, just sitting there, and it's been expanding and contracting, just sitting there, and
That'd make a good vape.
could abandoned
Un-
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Unpowered refrigerator. These CBD stores, though, Simon, you gotta talk to the vaping and CBD store or the industry guys around here, and they gotta cut it out with all these LED lights, man.
Listen,
What the hell's going on?
Our
Your store looks great.
Our store looks great. MyGreenFlower.com. Yeah, no, I don't understand that at all. I think a lot of people come into our place and be like, "Oh, says green flower." It's not like throwing shit in your face like, "We have this, we have that" in front with lights and
Yeah.
flashing shit.
It's not obnoxious.
Yeah, no, I don't know, but I'm glad they do that because that's good for them. I mean, when I'm looking for a store, it makes it certainly easy for me to spot them. So I guess I could understand why, because we're all looking around like desperate, like, where the fuck can I find some shit?
But all the other
Like, oh, there
businesses,
they are. There's the LEDs. Let's go.
all the other businesses have enough class not to do it. Because if every business did that, we'd live in a trashy world, you know?
You'd live in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, they all jumped on that in Vegas, didn't they? How
yeah.
flashy can you make your exterior?
Yeah, everything's flashy.
It's a competition out there.
Vegas looks cool though because they put a lot of time and money into their designs.
Yeah, and it's coordinated. Everyone's doing it. See, I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine if you got this strip mall. Like right now, you got this strip mall, and then you got this one shop that's lit up like a fucking Chinese New Year.
Yep.
And you're like, what? Don't do that unless all the other ones jumped on it.
Let me retract
Like
part
if
of
you
my
can get
statement.
all the other businesses around to agree, like we're gonna get obnoxious with our fucking LEDs.
Gotcha. Vegas on the Strip looks great. You go maybe 2 blocks back, and it's trashy looking.
Yeah. They put all the money up front, huh?
Liquor stores just got LEDs in the windows, and
Some places like Hilton Head Island in South Carolina is interesting if you've ever been there, because that entire island has like a building dress code basically. It's like
Yeah.
even like, your building has to be brick and it has to have this type of roof. Like even the McDonald's there looks like all the other buildings.
yeah.
It's
I
like
think
the
Asheville.
entire island has this same aesthetic. It's weird.
Yeah.
Around
That
the
looks cool
Biltmore?
sometime. Yeah, Asheville around Biltmore.
Yeah.
They have like a stone and timber kind of look, which looks really great.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah. But I mean that's awesome when you're, visiting a town that looks that way. If you're just buying a piece of property and you want to do what you want with it, that's not for you. But
No.
it does look good sometimes.
Mhm.
Man, is there any place that you guys want to go? Like, I really want to go somewhere on a trip for like a week here in the next, like, I don't know, I'll give myself the next like 10 months.
I'll take you somewhere. Connecticut.
Oh, see.
My friend's pizza shop is officially opened. Fuoco's.
Ooh.
After it burnt down this time last year. And
shit.
I'm going to be actually going up there in the next couple of weeks. One, to go see his shop, but also Brian's Guitars is next door, and Thick and I always talked about going to that. Like, that place is a mecca for him. So I'm going to be going up there and going to both those places.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
You screwed me up with, you got to go in a couple of weeks because I'm thinking down the road a little bit. I'm not prepared in fucking the next couple of weeks, but I want to go to Connecticut. It's Hartford, right?
Yeah,
I
Cheshire.
think.
Cheshire.
Okay. Well, anyway, they're supposed to have the best pizza in the country.
Says me.
Says most all pizza snobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Even New Yorkers.
Yes,
They
New
don't have the
Yorkers,
water.
Chicago. It's supposed to be at least one city, New Haven.
New Haven.
New Haven, Connecticut's supposed to be the best pizza, and I'd like to go there just for the pizza. So
That's my plan.
maybe we'll have to go back. Maybe
I want to
we'll
go
do
there
a
just to
trip.
see your reaction to the pizza.
I'd love for you to go with me. I think that we should. It would be wonderful if we could somehow work in the budget and it makes sense to
Live
do
show.
a little video thing, 1 or 2 a year, and see how they do. But yeah, no, I mean, go, man. We should be nice. I want to go to Chicago and eat food with you guys. It'd be nice to eat breakfast,
that'd be
lunch,
fun.
and dinner in a city, and then spend the night, have some drinks, and then go home the next day. It's an experience. You know, it's a long day.
I guess.
Sightsee.
Seems like a lot of money to go to a place for one day. That's most of the expense is getting there, and you're going to do one day?
Yeah, but the expense, if we're going to Chicago, it's a direct flight, and they're pretty cheap from where we live. So that's a good example of something that works. We go to places that fly direct, and we see how it works. Well, there's American flies direct there, I think.
American
Delta
goes
might.
direct to Charlotte, but it can be $300 sometimes.
Well,
Just to get there.
sometimes. Oh, my goodness. Forget it. Now we're debating on whether or not it will be a good flight.
Stay 2 days.
I'm thinking, okay, if you want to stay 2
least
days,
2
that's
days.
fine. And then there's a budget. There's a hotel. Go ahead, Mr. Moneybags. We'll spend 2 nights. That'll be fine.
$300 to get there in one day?
Yeah, let's do 2 days. If that's the only argument you have, I'm fine with it. I'll cave.
That's the only argument you need. I don't know why that's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, if you're gonna go all that way, I'm with Neebs. Yeah, let's stay a day or two.
Or we go to New Haven on that new airline, go up there for what, $40-$50?
A Velo?
Oh yeah,
Avello?
cheap ass airline.
Yeah, they go to New Haven.
Let's go to New Haven and do it there.
There you go. Sold.
We'll do a
Cheap flights. We'll stay 2 nights. We'll do somewhat pretty budget hotel.
Yeah, do escape room.
Do an escape
Do an
room.
escape room. Make a video out of it.
Eat a
It
pizza.
should warrant the cost. And then see how it goes. It'd be a lot of fun because we want to do more shows this year. It'd be great to do, to try to do one of those. We talked about it for a while. Just 1 or 2 of those this year.
Yeah, be fun. I know at some point this year, I want to do this with my daughter because my parents did this when I was a kid. They took us on like a big tour out west. It was like, a week and a half, 2 weeks where we like landed in Vegas and we hit like Grand Canyon, California, Death Valley. I'd like to do that with my daughter. Probably
Talk
this
to me
year.
first.
If not
I'm an
this year,
expert.
certainly next.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, come with me. Let's do it.
You got to go to Zion. It's the best one.
Zion, okay. We'll hit Zion.
Grand Canyon, man, it's okay.
Grand Canyon's nice. I've been there, but
To me, it's not the best.
well, doesn't have to be the best. Just
Okay.
needs to be the Grand Canyon.
All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go down, or maybe I would, but I've heard it's pretty treacherous. Like I don't think I could ever ride a donkey going down where it's narrow and
Yeah.
shit because
Yeah.
apparently it's pretty bad, and maybe even once every decade somebody dies. Like fuck that, I would
Yeah,
be
no,
way
I'm
too
not,
scared.
I'm not doing that. I have zero interest in riding a mule down into the canyon.
But it was a nice view. Hoover Dam
Yeah.
was impressive. Was it worth the drive to do it once? Sure. I wouldn't go back though.
You can't even
Yeah,
drive
'cause
over it
it's-
anymore, can you?
I don't know.
I think they built a bridge.
Oh, really?
In front of the dam, there's a giant bridge way up in the air that goes across the canyon.
Really? Well, that certainly
yeah.
wasn't there when I was there.
And this was a while back they built this bridge
I was there in like 97.
when it opened.
I built the damn thing.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's either Grand Canyon or Hoover Dam. They got this platform or like this thing you can walk out on that's made entirely of glass.
Yeah.
So you walk out on it, and and you just look down into the canyon.
That make my nuts rise up inside my belly. I don't like that.
See, I do that. That's simple.
Yeah,
You're not doing it.
Just not gonna
No,
do it.
I mean, it makes me feel uncomfortable to walk to the edge of a building if I'm on like even just a 5-story building.
Mm-hmm.
Looking over the edge makes my privates go. Wah, wah, wah.
We know the feeling you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think most of
Yeah,
us do.
no,
I
we've all
don't
had it.
understand that feeling.
You don't have a butt tingle? When
Oh, a butt tingle, sure.
No, but mine goes in the front, and it's all like I don't know what it is, but I don't know how it is for other people.
Yeah.
I don't
no.
even know if it's
What you're explaining sounds similar to whenever I look at off a tall building.
okay.
Yeah, it's like your sphincter tightens up.
Yep.
Yeah, but
That whole region tightens up a little bit.
yeah, I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel more on my dick, to be honest. I really do.
All right.
It's not in the balls. It's really hits me hard in the dick.
It just retreats inside of you.
Yeah.
So
No. Anyway.
when we were in Myrtle Beach, they got the slingshot ride.
Yeah.
Where they, slingshot ride.
Dude.
Shoot you up in there and you bounce up.
Yeah.
And Mom didn't want to ride that one. But we were watching people because we were on the giant Ferris wheel, and it's not far from the slingshot ride. And we're watching these two people go up, and I'm like, man, that guy on the left, his legs are still. He's not moving a bit. He's like rigid.
Oh.
And then after a minute, I'm like, there's no way that's a person. Look at the other guy's legs. They're dangling around like people legs. And these legs are just locked in. So we keep watching him from the Ferris wheel.
Right.
And one of those real big ones, like the London Eye kind of thing. And then they start bringing the guy out, pull off the belts. He gets out, and then someone grabs a dummy and sets it aside.
It's for the weight. Yeah.
Yeah. I never rode that ride, so I didn't know.
I've never seen people ride it, and I've never seen a dummy. I would love to have video of somebody riding with a dummy. I can't believe I haven't.
I
See
thought
like
there
a
should
funny
be
reaction.
choices. Like, hey, I want to go with Elvis, or
Yeah, that'd be
Betty
great.
White.
Yeah. Oh, we're
I love
gonna have
watching those
fun,
videos
baby.
where people like pass out on those things.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And then wake up and pass out again.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like their body just goes into like fight or flight, and obviously they are flight.
They're like, oh, where am I? Oh my god! What?
No, man, I would like to do that. I'd like to do one of those, and it'd be a write-off. We should just go, and wherever we go and travel, we should do those, and we should absolutely be getting the video for it and showing people.
Right.
That's just too much fun not to. I don't know how I'm gonna react. I might freak out. Who knows? I might pass out. I don't think I would.
It'd be funny. I hope you do.
Yeah. If we're gonna pass out, might as well do it on camera.
Absolutely.
I love the ones that pass out while they're having fun too. They're like, yeah. Hey!
I'm
They
back.
come back. It's like, wow, it's amazing.
Some people pass out real easy, and others don't.
Yep.
Some people, you ever see people that just hit their head a little bit, they're out. Like just a little knock and boom, they're sleeping. I have the opposite of that. My head is made of stone. Like one day I was just a kid running around jumping, and like I'm just gonna jump up on this stack of tables, and there was a metal bar right above my head, and I hit that thing like full speed, and I hit that, and I'm like, one, I don't know, my neck's not broken, and two, I don't know how I'm still conscious right now.
And did it hurt? Are you
Yeah.
superhero? Oh, okay.
It hurt like crazy.
Okay.
I did that once with a street sign.
Have you
It
ever
was-
been knocked out, Neebs?
No.
Okay, never been knocked out. Simon, you been knocked
Bucket
out?
list.
Maybe for a second or two.
What did it?
Big metal pry bar that you use to like break roots when you're digging like holes for fence posts. It's like a 35 to 40 pound bar, and it's got like the one side looks like a flathead screwdriver, and then the other side looks
Top of
like
a nail.
the head of a nail. One's for tapping and one's for cutting. And my brother was right in front of me, and he had already dug that bar into the ground, and he was prying to push to try to snap something or do something, and I will go over to him right in front of where he's going to be pushing towards, and I'm like, so hey, what's going on?
Oh,
And
no.
I kneel down right in front of him, snaps, boom, hits me right in the fucking forehead, the head of the nail part of it, and I had a like half of an orange or fucking at least a golf ball sticking out of my forehead, and my brother kind of was like, I woke up with him, be like, are you okay? And he said I was out, but I think it was just for a second or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brief.
Those
Yeah.
things
the
are
one
dangerous.
The one time I got knocked out was very brief too. I was at my sister's softball practice, and I got hit by a wild softball.
It knocked you
That
out.
just knocked me out. Yeah.
Wow, for how long?
It sounds kind of like yours, where it was brief.
Brief.
Right.
For all
Yeah.
you know.
Because I got hit like right here in the temple, so just boom.
Oh.
And I just remember the hit, and then I woke up with like my sister and her friends around me, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
Oh, so they knew. They
Did
knew how long.
they told you how long?
No, they kept it a mystery.
I mean,
Was I out?
maybe it's
No,
still a
it couldn't have
secret.
been long because like some of them were still running over.
Okay. Because, yeah, I assume you just wouldn't have any recollection of that time yourself.
No, I remember getting hit, going down, and then like blacking out for just a second, and then popping back
Yeah.
in.
Those pry bars, though, I had an accident with those pry bars that you had, Simon,
Yeah.
where I was trying to dig up some, I think it was Bird's Paradise or something. I was working in this house. It was actually in Australia. And I'm prying all the roots. The roots go deep, man. And
Oh,
I'm on the edge of a retaining wall that's probably, I don't know, 9 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And the root snaps. And I think I'm going over this wall. So I'm like just throwing my body in some direction that's not over the wall.
Yeah.
And my shin hits that bar that's wedged in the ground and just slides down it from my ankle to my knee. And that was ugly. But man, let me tell you, this free health care they got in Australia
We got you,
is
boo.
the bomb, man.
Yeah.
I walked in with a bloody leg and they're like, come on back.
We're
Sewed
gonna
it
help
up,
you.
Sewed it up, and I would have not gone to the hospital here in the States.
Right.
I'd be like,
No,
I'm gonna tape it up.
$2,000.
Yeah.
I told you I'm not giving up my Aussie citizenship when I move here permanently,
There you
because
go.
if I even stub my toe, I'm just getting on the first flight back home,
Yeah,
and I'm just
don't
going to get
blame
it
you.
sorted out there.
Right. Yeah. It'll save you a ton
Yeah.
of money.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
a
I'm
ticket to
gonna-
Australia is cheaper than going to the hospital here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna pretend
It's
to be you at
absurd.
some point if I need to.
You can do that.
Yeah.
It's fine. We'll be fine. We'll look after you.
Yep. Stechia.
Hello. I am a Stechio.
I have no skin on my shin. I need medical attention.
Oh, I just remember another time I passed. Like, I didn't pass out, but I came so close, and it was just because of pain. Because I was getting up on top of a tobacco barn, and we had one of those ladders. It's just gung, 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 gung. And so there's like,
Oh, the extendable ladders.
the extendable ladder.
Yeah. Extension ladder. Yes.
I extended the ladder, and then I grab it, and I look at the bottom, and I'm like, okay, I need to straighten the legs a little bit, and I kick it, and then the ladder just comes down, gung, 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 lands right on my thumb, and my thumbnail pops off.
Oh, your thumbnail popped off. Oh, that makes me want to go.
It hurt so damn bad, and I remember I looked at it, and it's bleeding my thumbs off, and it was like, blacking out. And I just had to sit down in the grass a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some things
That's
when you hear
wild.
it, you don't. It makes you probably feel it in your ding dong over there.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't feel that one in my ding dong, but that one I felt. I'm feeling the back of my
it
thighs
sucked.
right now.
Right.
What's happening? Ugh.
Ugh.
No, fingernails are gross when they
Yep.
when they get hurt.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
don't wanna-
fingernail
no,
injuries.
yeah.
Whenever you see like somebody getting tortured, like I'm watching a show, I know that this isn't real, but I just always
Right.
go to immediately. Like I would have just give up. I would have given up like fucking 10 minutes before.
God, I think that was like the first season of 24. That Jack Bauer like wedged something inside in between a guy's fingernails, and he's like pulling them apart,
Oh no.
trying to
don't
get him
do
to
it.
confess something.
Yeah, it's so weird. I have to push hard my fingers into my other hand while that happens.
Right.
It's
to make
weird
sure
because it's
it's
so
not happening.
fake.
Yeah.
This is so stupid, and yet I've been
In-
traumatized apparently.
Yep.
Some way, shape, or
All
form.
right.
In Australia, I don't know if you want to hear another gross story, but here we go.
Yeah, one more.
One more.
In Australia, we do manual arts, so that's woodworking and metalworking as a part of your optional high school choices that you get to
Okay.
choose. I chose woodworking and metalworking because I like that kind of shit. And I had to use the power sander for the woodwork piece I was making, and I've fully ground my index finger on my left hand back to the first knuckle,
Ugh.
and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel a thing until I saw the blood everywhere.
Oh God.
And yeah, it was like super nasty. But yeah, that's my high school story.
You
it was
ground
awful.
your finger back to the first knuckle.
Yeah, on the sander.
But
Yeah, but wait. is
It
that-
grew back.
Wait.
it grew back.
It grew back.
What are you, a lizard?
Fingernail and everything.
What?
Wait, so the first fucking knuckle, you really
The
like
bone-
that's insane.
All the skin. Was
All of
gone.
the bone grew
was-
back.
No, the bone was there.
Oh,
The
so
bone
then
was there. It was everything around it.
Oh.
All the meat.
gotcha.
insane.
All the meat came. All the
Meat.
meat, yeah, kind of got ripped out
Yeah.
and whatever. Or, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
It's
that makes more
nasty as
sense.
shit.
Oh god, that's ugh. The
Sorry.
bone's still there, but
Cut
all the
that.
meat just got
That's
flung
shocking.
off of it.
Cut
Blech.
that.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
It is. That's the fun of high school in Australia in the
Yeah.
2000s, 90s. I don't know.
Have I ever showed you my finger?
You haven't.
Yeah, a little
His didn't
tip of
grow
my
back.
tip of my finger.
Simon
That's why
showed
I'm
me
like, you
half a
had
finger.
bone. Yeah, I got maybe like a quarter of an inch, 3/16 to a quarter of an inch chopped off of one of my fingers
Ouch.
as a child.
With an axe.
Yeah, it's real tough. No, it was a car door. I told
door.
I was told I've been telling. I think I've said two different things through the years. It's either a car door or I was hiding behind a door, and then someone was looking for me, and then I had my hand in between, where the hinges are, and got pressed in because it got smushed. But I don't know which one it is. I forget because I go back and forth. But I was very young, too young to remember.
Right.
So
I love this turned into the injury podcast.
yeah,
We lost people a long time ago.
yeah, we did. So, hey, well, should we say goodbye?
If there's anyone left, yeah.
Okay. Well, for those of you who stuck around, you win.
Yeah. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one more cheers to Thick.
Cheers.
One more cheers.
Cheers, everybody.